Right? And I'm not playing no games. Yeah.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. An impromptu little live stream from Pops. We were talking comic books, and I was enjoying myself so much. I will be away for a week, so I thought it would be cool to just get a few things out of my head and out to you guys. So if you're out there and you want to come on in, we're going to post some of those links here. Let me get that for you guys so you can join. Definitely be cool to have you part of the conversation, that kind of thing. So let's get the invite in there for anybody who wants to come on in and let you know you are willing. So open mic. Here we go. We stay on comic books and stuff, though, folks. If you want to come in and join me with a topic or a question or show and tell, maybe you got something cool you want to show off. Let's do that too. We're good. So, hey, Brandon Looney Tunes, my friend. Listen, I will definitely be on your channel tomorrow, and let me hit up. I'll make some comments. I'll share and make some stuff that I haven't watched. I try to watch everything you're doing, bro. Try to be very supportive. Very happy for you. Hey, Atwood, man, if you want to come up, I'm doing comic book stuff, man. You're more than welcome to come up in here and show and tell time, just talk about some different comics and things like that. So we were talking about stuff earlier, and just really want to kind of get through some stuff, kind of document a few things. I have tons of stuff here on my desk. Haven't had a chance to do reviews, haven't a chance to talk about certain things. So thought I would. But any of you are welcome to come up here and join me if you have something you want to talk about or have a question or whatever the case may be. So the first thing is, if you were part of my stream a little earlier, see, my cartoon premiere is ready for Saturday. Awesome. And Brandon, just remember, I'm away on the farm on weekends, so I can usually watch and listen. I can't participate, and it usually will come in spurts. So if it's happening like a live event or something like that, I apologize if I miss it live, but I catch everything you do after the fact. But I will make a concerted effort to check out some stuff later. So let me first go first with saying that all right, so Saturday at 9 a.m. maybe. And so I have something for show and tell. I just have to wait for my computer to boot up. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So let me get started, and then I will bring you in for your show and tell, and we'll go from there. But let me stop my cam and load this up here. I'm going to do a little bit of this back and forth with you guys. So bear with me here. We're going to do a little, let's see. Let me do it like this. So 6:13. Good job, man. Congratulations. Doing your thing. So, all right. So this is my cheap graphic novel version of Dark Knight Returns, the comic book that literally is in large part, I'm literally like the walking cliche of the person that got into comic books for this with this book. I just told Mags I'm going to send it off. So I wanted to go over the book a little bit, hit on some reasons why it's so great. This is a really cool version too, because it has sort of like some different elements to it. But this is the famous cover. It's been, I want to say, parodied or paid homage to like a million times. And what Miller did was he really changed the way the stories go with the way he does the framing here, running across in different ways. This is the way it's handling like you're watching a TV show and they're changing cameras on the broadcast. And then you get these images. You're getting basically Batman's story. He's 55 years old, coming out of retirement. You have a deceased Robin, homage from the Batcave. So it starts off with, like, you know, the first book is a lot about Two-Face, and then you go through these different villains over the course of the future. I want to get to some of these incredible shots and just kind of, you know, look at this. Look at the action in this shot. Just so much. Cracking some dude's bones with his leg. Yes, even though he's an old man, and I say that as someone who's over 50 now too, he knows how to fight. He's able to do things. And this is the thing that we talked about earlier. It's like he purposely has a yellow bat symbol because that's where he shoots, because there's armor under there. So he takes a bullet directly to the chest. How does he do that? Because he's all armored up. Something that the Batman movie should have done. should have done. So, hey, Atwood, man, don't be down on 54. We've all been at 54. We were all at 613s. We're all on a journey. That's, don't compare. Don't size your stuff up like that, man. That's not good for anybody. So this is one of those high recommends, classic, perfect things. The famous Batman image, him fighting someone stronger than him. Like, how does he do it? How does he play it all off? Look, he gets his shoulder crack. Look at that. Batman's old, man. He's getting his butt kicked. Hey, Brandon, I'll get you just 1 second. Hang on here. There'll be switch cameras and stuff too. All of this going on. So this is definitely one of those high recommends if you want something to read that's just almost like sort of like iconic kinds of things. So let me get my camera set back and I'll turn that back on. And then Brandon's going to come up in here. So that's awesome, man. I don't think I've ever actually chatted with you on a stream. So that'd be super cool, man.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on getting to 613 and being so good about putting content up regularly. That's awesome, man. It's a lot to be proud of.
I do openings and closes on weekday mornings.
That's awesome. Project Story Time's with us now. So is Jack Sully. So people coming in here to see you, man, saying, what's going on. So make sure you check out Brandon's channel. He's up at 613 subs. He's got a cool premiere on Saturday morning. So that's awesome.
You have 1,000. You have more subs than me.
Well, I've been doing this a long time, my friend. So please don't compare ourselves. Don't compare. We're not in a competition with each other. We're just hopefully enjoying each other's experiences and journeys along the way. So don't ever shortchange yourself and your hard work, man. I love what you do.
Yep.
Well, if you love Looney Tunes, so when you do your video, how do you decide which characters you want to do, which cartoons you're going to do? Do you kind of rotate through, or how do you decide which ones you're going to do each day?
I do Popeye every third Saturday of a month.
Okay. Awesome. And you love to always ask questions, so let me ask you questions. What is your favorite like single episode? You have a single episode that's your favorite one?
The Roadrunner and Coyote cartoons.
Oh, that's awesome. That's definitely a lot of people would definitely agree with you there, my friend. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I do openings. The one I did this morning is Baby Bottleneck.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's an awesome one, man. I love Foghorn Leghorn. You got to do a Foghorn Leghorn for me one time and then let me know so I can share it out to everybody.
I did yesterday.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. I love the one where he talks about keeping his feathers numbered. When all his feathers get shredded off and he says, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency. That's my favorite episode. So
The one I did yesterday was the last Foghorn cartoon from the classic era.
Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. Hey, Brandon, thanks for coming up in here and hanging out with me for a minute. I love it, man. Thanks so much.
Okay.
All right, listen, I'm going to open my other window and I'll get your link and I'll put it in our chat, and that way people can check out your channel and stuff like that too.
This is supposed to be show and tell.
Yeah, well, show me what you got to show. Yep. This is make it bigger so everybody can see. Ooh, that's a box set.
All 6 months of the Golden Collection.
Yes, a great set.
Got this off of eBay in July of 2020. Had this almost 2 years now. So I did main one for all these last year, by the way.
Right. Turn that one around to the front again. Yeah, that's the good stuff, man. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love all of these too, man. Oh, so good. How many discs are in each one? About 4 or 5?
There's 4 each. There's 4 discs on every case.
Okay.
These came out from 2003 to 2008. Nobody would comment on my early videos, my 2018, 2019. Some were remaking them. I only do VHS late openings on Sundays. Do you do shout out videos?
I do what videos?
Shout out videos?
I haven't done a shout out video. I don't know. Maybe I could do a shout. I'm shouting you out right now. I just put your link in the chat so everybody can go check out your stuff.
Or you can give me a shout out video, a separate video of you giving me a shout out.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. All right. I haven't done a shout out video. Maybe you'll be my first shout out video. That's pretty cool. Show the front again. I'm sorry, I missed the front. You went fast on that one. Yeah, you look at them. Oh, it's just Bugs. Bugs is the boss. It's awesome. It's a nice collection. I agree, Atwood. I agree. That rascally rabbit. Project Storytime says he also has that collection. Yeah. Lovely Sherry's here. You say hi to Lovely Sherry.
Hi, Lonely Sherry.
Yeah. Love the Roadrunner cartoons. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. They're great. They're Brandon's favorite too.
The Roadrunner cartoons on Volume 2. It also has that TV pilot from 1962 called Adventures of the Roadrunner. Later split into 3 cartoons.
Right.
But that did not be the closer in that one last year. It was in 2 separate videos.
And that's disc 4, right?
Disc 4.
Volume 4. Sorry, that's what I meant. Volume 4. Yeah. Atwood, not really, I don't know that I have any parameters, obviously. It's a PG-13 show, so make sure you behave. That's all. Other than that, I don't really care too much. Just have you come in, do your show and tell. We'll talk about it for a minute. Just have some fun. Figured I'd talk a lot about some comic books in between, so that's what I'll be doing. Brandon's showing this amazing Looney Tunes collection, this box set. It's been around for, he's had it since 2020, so he's been breaking it in, doing videos nearly every day.
July of 2020 when I got graduated.
Yeah.
This was like $64.
That's not bad at all.
From 2013 to 2020, I was a fan of South Park.
Very, very cool. Yep, it's awesome, man.
I'm mainly watching Looney Tunes on HBO Max mostly now.
Yep, very cool. They made the cases really good back then too. Sometimes I get cases now and stuff falls out and stuff. They're just not made as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting bum ones, but it seems like those are really, really made well to keep that collection safe. Yep, that was a great episode. Looney Tunes, man. It's so iconic. Just can't believe it still holds up so well today as when it first was out. And I grew up on this stuff and it's still going strong. And you're making it go strong, so hey, I don't really care too much. If you can share your screen with me, then I will show that comic that you're talking about. I love the fact that they're just very dynamic on the disc covers too. They all look very good. So is there one more volume, I think? There's 6 volumes in that box set?
Yeah, there are 6 volumes.
So there's one more?
I'm missing Spotlight Collection Volume 6, but I do have all the other volumes.
Very cool.
Oh, I forgot to say about the bottom.
Yeah, that's fine. Very cool, man. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. The man's inspiration right there, folks. I put the link in there in the chat for you so you can go over and check him out. You're up to 613. We'll see if we can get you over the hump, get you a few more, and definitely check out some content, stuff like that. I love it. It's like my daily dose. It's almost like a reminder of all this fun stuff that I love so much when I was younger, and he's bringing it to us every single day. Special premiere on Saturday at 9 a.m., so make sure you have that on your calendar to check out too, Brandon.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
usually
so much,
do it on Wednesdays, and I do videos on my iPad, but I do need to take source because on my iPad.
Yep. Uh-oh. I lost him.
So I upload only one video per day.
Right. All right. Well, Brandon, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and let the next person come in and show something else off. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as much as I've enjoyed hanging out with you. Oh, Roadrunner. There he is. He's your favorite. And the coyote.
People.
That's awesome, man. Give me a little beep, beep out the door, man. Awesome, bro. Thank you so much. Zoom, 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 zoom. Thank you, my friend, for hanging out. Thanks for hanging in chat. Hopefully you'll enjoy the next Project Story Time's in here now. Thank you so much, Brandon. Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, Pops, how you doing? How am I supposed to follow Brandon?
Listen, man, I can't control the order sometimes. I can go to a commercial break. You want me to go to a commercial break and we'll come back?
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay, we can just come up with like a cheesy commercial break. What's a little clip of video or something like that to break the momentum. So, Brandon, thanks again for coming in and hanging out, man. So, Atwood's going to come in too. What's going on with you, man?
Not much actually. I've been just mostly work, and I have a project that I'm working on at the moment, and it's very hush hush right now. I can't talk much about it.
All right.
But I was making dinner. I had you on my phone, and I was like, "Oh, show and tell! I got something unique to show."
All right, let's do it. Let's get to it.
All right.
Let me make you bigger here.
Okay. The Fuhrer and the Tramp.
Oh my gosh, this is obscure.
This is a independent comic that came out just a few years ago, and it's about Charlie Chaplin, Hedy Lamarr, and Errol Flynn get recruited to stop Hitler.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
It's a 5-issue set. It's hilarious.
Who's behind all that? Who wrote that?
Sean McDertle.
I have no idea. I have nothing on that. That's freaking great, though. I love that kind of stuff. I know people are like always sometimes like a little weird about like, some of the comedy stuff and some of the different cameos and things like that they do. But man, that's funny, man. That's great. They did you remember how they did these movie adaptations of what Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter and stuff like that? I wonder if they could do something like that. Yeah. So, because there's a ton of those. As far as comic books go, there's a ton of those things. Like, I Frankenstein was kind of like that as well. It's like a knockoff of Frankenstein, but it's meant to be more like a spoofy kind of thing in a lot of ways. So that is
true. I actually have a story about I Frankenstein. So
okay.
When that movie came out, I was working at a movie theater, so I get to see movies for free. It's one of the very, very few perks of working there. And my roommate at the time, he pulled up that movie and went, "It has a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. We have to go see this movie." And so we did. We were the only ones in the theater, so we just completely riff tracks the whole thing and just had fun. It was great.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had video of that. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. So it's so funny you bring that up. When I was just talking to a friend of mine, I was reconnecting after one of our streams. I don't know how we went down. Maybe it was Tremors. Anyway, so I reconnected with a couple folks I went to high school with or whatever, and we were talking about this movie. We went to go see Rocketeer in the theater, and we were the only 3 people in there. And this is like, Rocketeer.
Really? The Rocketeer's a great movie.
But it was like, I don't know, it was like probably week 6 or something. You know what I mean? It's
okay,
like back then, and we were in college, so it wouldn't have been during like the prime time. So we would have gone to
I won't tell you how old I was in 1990.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. I'm old. I have no hair. Like you can tell, bro. So I'm good. It's okay. And being a broke college kid, it was either going to, the matinee or like the midnight showing, or it's like, so it was like an off time. So
okay,
but
so it was later in its run.
Yeah, probably later in the run, but that was a good movie. We didn't actually riff tracks that. We were enjoying that.
No, Rocketeer's a great movie.
And Brandon, I am confirming. I will do a shout out video for you. I will record it either tonight or record it in the morning, but I will have to drop it over the weekend. I'll try. Friday's my birthday. Crazy stuff going on. So yeah, sometime over the weekend or next week, I'll drop a shout out video to you, Brandon, man. Thank you. So being my first show and tell guest, I appreciate that so much. So, and then I get to follow it up with Chaplin verse. Why do they not do Chaplin punching Hitler classic Captain America cover. That seems like the cover to do.
That would
That-
have been great.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
the
have been
boss.
great. Yeah. But yeah, it's called The Fuhrer and the Tramp. It was a 2019 Eisner Award nominee. I know awards don't mean anywhere near as much as they do as they used to. But
Yeah, that's true. If
I-
it came out just in the last couple of years, it's just more like I don't know. I don't know the content. Did you read it? Have you read them?
Oh yeah, it's a 5-issue series, and I enjoyed the whole thing. It was fun.
I wondered if it had any sort of like political overtones that would make it Eisner like preferred. Like this kind of like a thing that you know what I mean? It's like
There
well,
is a little anti-Trumpness in it, but I didn't find it too distracting.
yeah, I don't mind it being that bad. Like it's it's like it doesn't derail the story, right?
No,
So that's my
it
big
didn't.
thing.
It didn't.
Like there's going to be, and the problem is I have woke PTSD, right? I'm
Mhm.
perfectly honest. Like I rewatched Aliens vs Predator, right? Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
fine movie. It's not a great Aliens movie. It's not a great Predator movie, but it's a fun movie. But
Yeah.
the lead character's female. They have the token female character. She's super tough, and it was like all the contrivances of like 2020 to now. It feels like very woke, but it's not really woke. I have
Right.
trauma.
No, I get that. I get that a lot. But
Yeah.
but for this, it is loosely based off an actual event. Hitler did try to recruit Chaplin into doing movies for Germany. That's a thing that happened.
That's true. Yeah, I think I
So-
heard that when I took a class in college, like silent. It was like Masters of the Silent Screen or something like that. And there was we had a class on just some of that kind of stuff, communism and fascism influence on cinema and stuff like that. It was like, yeah, it kind of happened.
So yeah, this guy took this loose event and just ran with it and just had fun.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that. I literally had not even heard of this, but that's freaking great that it exists and that it's out there. And it made you happy. 'Cause I love that kind of stuff that just
Yeah.
makes people happy. So that's awesome, man. Well, thanks for hopping in and showing what you got going on.
Yeah, no problem. I need to get back
Awesome,
to
man.
cooking dinner.
You do that. I'm going to show off a comic book and we'll go from there. All right.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to do a comic. So let me turn the camera off so I can move that around. And what I have is I have an entire stack of all of these Comicsgate type art. I hate these labels because I don't care. I just want a good comic book. Like I don't really care about all of the nonsense that these people come up with and all these labels. So I did an interview with Mike Vosberg, and he revisited his Laurie Lovecraft character. This is the 25th anniversary of his creation, so we're going to we'll take a look at that for a second. So let me I gotta move all the cords and all the shenanigans. I don't have an extra camera yet. I only have one, so you have to bear with some of the shenanigans. So here we go. This is the 25th anniversary. You can go over to Mike Vosberg's website and get yourself a copy. I think it's about $30. It's very big though. It's worth it. It's like this is not a small book. This is a lot. And some of his stuff that dates back quite a while. A lot of it's in black and white back then. It is not even PG-13. Just for those of you at home that are, you've got kids. This is not for the littles. This is definitely a mature content type of book. And but interesting. I really love. I got to be honest, man. The art is so superior that even if there's like silliness in the tale, this is not art. Look at the details. This is not something that is thrown together at the last minute or something like that. I mean, Mike's details and the cat. Like, look at the cat. Arwen Avalon, if you ever see that, notice that cat. Look at that. I also got like the color reprinted version thing here. This is seriously not for mature. It's actually in color. Let me open it because it's in the bag and the board. I apologize for the noise of me opening my bag and my board. And let's do that. I try to at least maintain its condition. And my dad always teased me because we went to a comic shop when I was visiting him in Indiana one time, and he was teasing me about my being careful with a comic and how to handle it. So yeah, you can see in color. what it looks like inked. This is actually, and I don't mean to offend if you hear this, I do not mean this to offend. It's kind of got a Scooby-Doo mystery element to it, but with sort of like a Friday the 13th edginess of, they decide to spontaneously have sex and, do different things, and all silliness breaks out. And you can see, I mean, he takes making Lori very sexy, very serious. And it is, that was not, I don't know if I got that made it on camera or not. I hope not. So Lori Lovecraft, Mike Vosberg. So that's definitely one that you can definitely get at one of the camp. I don't know if he has it at a campaign. No, it's on his website. So let me see if I can track that down real quick. Scooby and Jason. Yeah, it is kind of Scooby and Jason. Let's see if I have Mike's link in my notes. Vosberg notes. Yeah, right here. Let me get this for you guys. And put this in the chat. Mike was a really cool interview. I got to be honest. He's a super nice guy. He was super cool with his time. Like he stayed after the stream and we talked for quite a while. And I have to be honest, I was blown away with transparency and honesty with me and stuff. So very happy. Very, very, very happy. So, did it go through? Well, probably. Anyway, I may have just put it in twice. So, but yeah. So, look, Brandon, you got one. I was good to help you with one. Look, I did my part. And I'm not going to take credit. Whoever it was, thanks for checking out Brandon and supporting him, man. It was cool, man. And Brandon being my first on my little show and tell here, so we're just kind of hanging out, talking stuff, doing some comic stuff in between. So. Give me a second. I'm going to show a little video clip because I got to move something around. It's going to make quite a bit of noise. So let me do a little silliness here for a second. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. This is my birthday video that a friend of mine sent me.
Oh, hey, Pops. How you doing? Al here. Listen, I know you're super busy. You got a lot going on. I really hate to bother you, but, well, there's something I've been meaning to tell you, and I'm afraid it just can't wait any longer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pops. Happy birthday to you. Hey, it's your birthday. Gotta be your birthday. You know what I was told? You're 50-something years old. It's your birthday. Oh, yeah. Pops' birthday. Hey. Yeah. Woo.
Shenanigans are afoot. What can I tell you, folks? Shenanigans are afoot. So, I don't know. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, if you want to come up in here, you got something to show and tell, got something to talk about, question, comic book, all that kind of stuff. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything seriously in the chat. Atwood, AVP is very fun. AVPR, horrible. Agreed and agreed. Yes. First F-13 movie is actually live on Pluto. Oh, that's good to know. Cool, man. Pluto's free, folks. Pluto and Tubi. You got to go check out stuff. There's stuff all the time. You also can use your Roku and Vudu accounts to get stuff in there. Yes, Atwood. I was so surprised. So fun. Evidently, it's American greeting cards. They have like a thing that they do. So, sorry. So then Graham Nolan. Graham Nolan has giant-sized, two-fisted manly tales. It's coming out. If you get the regular version, I think it's like $50. It comes in hardcover. It's like 110 pages with different writers and artists. Fantastic little Indiegogo. So go check that out. I tweeted that link earlier today. But I want to show you, this was his more recent one. This was his recent Indiegogo. This is Alien Alamo. And there's autograph versions and non. So this is Alien Alamo. So this is another one of these Indiegogo events. And if you see people that are disrespecting Mr. Nolan as not being a viable creator, they're a buffoon. This man is a goat when it comes to storytelling and detail. I mean, he's drawing like cowboys and kids, and it's excruciating detail. Look at the colors. This is not like some thrown together thing. This stuff is amazing. I loved it. Look at the creature attack. Right. Graham Nolan and Chuck Dixon, you guys, you guys got me through college writing Batman. To be perfectly honest. This was a print that came. It also is from Compass through Graham's account. Graham's thing that signed right there as well. This was one of the variant covers. So there's always different covers and different perks and that kind of thing. So I'm going to read them all again. I like to read them twice before I do a review. I want to try to do them fair justice and that kind of thing. So then I'll do a review and go from there. And then I'll be honest, I usually will sell some of it to have money come in to go to other stuff. So unless it's like, that's what, again, when I'll get variant covers or different things, and I'll keep something and then usually sell something else that pays for it. So anyway, so Brandon, you have to give me a shout out, man. You hang out with me, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's very nice of you. And I will do a shout out video for you. I'll clip something if nothing else. So awesome one. Alien Ant Farm. Well, yeah, it's freaking great, man. Aliens attack cowboys and aliens. That's a movie and a comic. Well, it's a comic book. There was a movie. And Graham's got his own version that's actually better, in my opinion. So awesome. You're also awesome. Is your talent is giving out nicknames and cracking jokes. I appreciate that very much. So, but yes, I will give you a shout out video, my friend. Actually, we should just record something now about checking you out, because I think Brandon Looney Tunes is the great video channel for everybody to go check out and get a break from all of the crazy stress and whatever. I think he does videos nearly every day. He has great content, great look back at Looney Tunes classics, all the different characters, all these different cartoons. He's a guru at all of this. He really has just a great mind for that era of just great animation. It takes us all back to that era of, the Bugs Bunnies and Roadrunners and all the stuff we all love and grew up on and stuff like that. So definitely something you should go check out. So his sub count just keeps on climbing. So good for him. So earlier I was on a stream and we were talking about this random comic box. Let me turn my camera, move my camera. So we're going to go through this comic box. I thought we just start showing some stuff and then we'll talk about it. Right. So I don't really even know how I ended up with all this mess in the same box, because none of it goes together. Any of you comic book creators relate to that, where you just have a random box? So I'll start with this. This is an All-Star Superman variant cover. It's a special edition one. I got a copy. I got an extra copy. I actually got some in the mail. Some guy had a whole bundle of them, and I got them off eBay for like $1 a piece. I don't know how I got them so cheap. And they all came folded. The guy didn't even send them in a board. He just sent them loose. This is what All-Star Superman really looks like. So somebody had both of these number ones, and I got a second version of them. Grant Morrison. Anything by Grant is a good story. Grant Morrison is a fair writer to take note of. Frank Quitely, he does this art, and you can see the sort of style that he has. It is very neat. Once you've seen a couple of his pieces, you'll need. And he and Grant to have worked together on like New X-Men and some other stuff too. This is a little mini series. It is a really fun little mini series. I love it. I love how they handle Lex. I love how they handle Lois. They do some very interesting things with it. So those were in there. The other issues are not with it. I don't know where my run is. This is actually from my. Well, I'll show it this way. So this is the Batman and Robin Boy Wonder miniseries All-Star, where they have Miller and Lee. And this is a 10-part series, variant covers. There's always variant covers with Jim Lee and Frank doing different turns on that. And this was the Wizard promoting it. And it's kind of fun. It's still in the cellophane. I didn't even open it. I don't know. Again, I don't know where I got it. So this was a very strange story. It's actually not a high recommend. The story gets really, really weird. You know, it's got like Batman cussing and Batman they're having sex, and there's a famous issue number 10 is a famous recall issue. I don't have my issue number 10s handy. I can show you. Like I said, these have to be like duplicate copies for them to be in this box, because I have this whole run. It's just weird. A lot of variant covers. This was definitely kind of in that era where they just started kind of doing some cash cow, like, you know what I mean? Like they would just do so many variants and things like that. They were just literally trying to make some extra bucks. And some of the covers are cool. I'm sorry, I'm rotating through the books to find them. Let me just grab the stack. So some of them are super cool. Some of them not so much. So yeah, I don't know. So, and I held this up to the camera during the live stream, but I'll show again, because obviously, like, how could you not want to see her? Chris is there. Look, Vengeance of Vampirella. Don't ignore the price tags. I have no idea where these bags and boards are from. Who knows? Number 9, just a random comic. Vampirella. Everything Vampirella is like super sexy fantasy vampire art stuff is what it is. I showed one of these, a Kiss Psycho Circus. It doesn't matter what you're into, folks. It's probably got a comic book done in some way, shape, or form. It's out there. Different bands. There's actually some cool series that were done in the 80s and 90s where they do like a band profile one. These are really nice. This is actually a variant cover as well of this Nightwing cover. I just thought this was a beautiful cover. I thought it was really cool with Nightwing. Really showcasing him against all the villains in red like that. It's really good. Another good writer right here, Denny O'Neil stuff. He does some good stuff. Nightwing is okay. I wasn't a huge collector. And this is some really interesting art. I love these covers. This is an era in the Batman run where you have these sort of like these different covers that are like this. And you also get images like this where you have Harley with the Riddler, not Joker, on this cover, which I thought was pretty cool. That was one I liked. This is the other part of that story. And for those of you listening, I'm putting my glasses on because I'm trying to make sure I give you the right numbers. Yeah, this is Detective 837, and the other one is 831. They're Harley Quinn covers. And that's why they're probably together. I probably don't have the ones in between. There's 832. So there's some different detectives that are in here. And then I ended up on a Battlestar. And I showed the other one earlier. I guess I didn't put them back in order. These are actual 1970s Battlestar. Atwood, I don't know. I'm going to go for a while. As long as people are here, we're going to be hanging out. Fireflies are out. Where you at? Awesome one. We don't have fireflies in Florida. They just get eaten. So I don't really have very many. So thank you, Brandon Looney Tune. Thank you for that shout out. I appreciate it. I'll do one for you, man. I'll tell you. But no, I don't know for sure. I'll be here for a minute. I'm not going to go forever, but I'll be here for a little while. But look at the Viper on this. The Cylon ships chasing the Viper. These covers are really cool. These are really cool. There are variants of these with the prices. So if you see people talk about it's a 35 cent, and then these are triangles or a rhombus technically, but it's a different diamond cover. Look at this. This is number 6. Look at number 6. Number 6 is super cool with that Cylon. Sorry, the glare in the one light. Look at the Cylon of that art. Oh, Marvel. Marvel does comics now, and they're all this full of all this dead space. This is by their standards, a knockoff comic, a movie, TV tie-in comic that doesn't have their top talent. And look at all the details and intricacies. Let me block this light so you guys can really see. Look at the detail that they put in this. The Viper on the side, the Cylon ships here. These are, if you're into Battlestar at all, or you like this kind of like science fiction stuff, these are really cool for the wall, decorate some space, those kinds of things. I recommend those. So let me hit the camera real quick. Move some stuff around for you. I don't know. What do you guys collect? You guys got certain things that you're into? You never know. Old Pops might have something he wants to get rid of. He'll throw it your way. I'm all about that. I want to make people happy. I want to share and have a good time. I want to hang out. I want to get to know fans. I want to get to know what people like. I'm not going to have anything Looney Tunes, Brandon. If you're still out there, sorry, man. I don't think I have anything like that. My kids went through their phase, and a lot of that stuff went to them. So, yeah, that's kind of what happened. They didn't really get into comic collecting, though. I've got 5 kids, and none of them are really into it too much. I've got my one daughter. Her and her husband are into it. They love to go to conventions and cosplay and stuff, but they're not really collectors by the same definitions that I am. They're just into different stuff, which is totally cool. Totally cool. So I was a Batman collector first and foremost. That's 1989 movie. It's what kind of got me really rejuvenated. I couldn't afford a lot of the oldest stuff. I'd always read them in bookstores, to be perfectly honest. And it's probably not the most honest way to tell people about doing it. But if you're broke, like I was as a college kid, I couldn't afford to buy all of these graphic novels. So I would go to the bookstore and just hang out in between classes, take a day off from studying or cramming or whatever. So I would do that. And that's how I read a lot of this older stuff that I couldn't afford. But my Batman run was from like 400 on. And that was pretty much every single issue from 400 on. I had all the different cover titles, different things like that. So let me see this one. No, let me see what else I can pull out here for you guys. Literally, this box has like all sorts of stuff. This is an oldie. Where'd that come from? This is an old. All right, I got some cool stuff in here. Hang on a second. Let me pull this out. A couple graphic novels. Let me see which one this one is. All right, cool. That's fun to show off. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so I got to switch the camera. I just want to go through it. So, all right. So back in the day with our cartoons, man. We loved our cartoons back in the day. Oh, why is it upside down? Well, that was terrible content. Look at that. Superpowers comic book. Look at this. You get like basically the Justice League comic book series. This was a fun little comic series. It's a mini series. This one's a 6-part mini series. I think they had a couple, but this actually tied into like the action figures of that time and that kind of thing as they were trying to tell toys. And then this was in here too. Look at this. This is a 15 center. Look at that. 15 cents. Where monsters dwell. A lot of these are fun to have for posterity's sakes. Don't think just because they're older and because they're not in good condition. See all of this damage, all this white. These are chips and marks and folds and creases, and yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Not good quality. But it's fun to read. It's fun to look at. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. I wanted to show you guys this. This is fun. I was into this too. This is Alex Ross. Alex Ross does these sort of lifelike paintings of everything. This is a series called Justice, which I enjoyed a lot. I have the single issues of. I also have these hardcovers that I would read. Story's okay. Story's not great. Imagine Super Friends, the cartoon with the Legion of Doom, and that's pretty much what this is. But this is what Superman looks like in all of his drawings. So this story, this pretty much keeps the look of the painting versions of the characters that he has. There's his Flash. This is a very iconic picture of Superman flying. So the real art, all of Ross is like that. This is a cool Aquaman underwater. So the story is, it's interesting. It's an interesting twist on the Justice League, the Legion of Doom, of basically like these heroes are doing their thing, and the world never gets any better. So why do we bother? We'll just do things better, make the world a better place. So like, there's a sequence where Captain Cold goes out to the desert and freezes a whole bunch of stuff. So basically everybody can have water when the ice melts. Things like that. I thought it was all right. I was into Alex Ross because of the art and the covers are beautiful, and the variant covers are extraordinarily beautiful. There's a beautiful Shazam number. It's issue number 5 is the Shazam variant cover, and issue number 4 is a Superman variant cover. And I love those so much. I had mine graded. Mine are actually slabbed because I don't want to read them again. I'll read these hardcover versions. I'm not going to read the other ones. So I don't know. What do you guys read or check certain things out there? So, all right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me see. What can I play here for a second? Give myself a minute. I don't know. I don't have any here queued up long enough, do I? Okay. All right. Well, we'll just have to just hang on for a second. Sorry about that. All right. I want to go into a couple more covers. I actually just got these. They're still in their plastic, as you can hear. Andy Smith. His Indiegogo campaign. And they came in. So this is First Man. I like this. It was good. It reads kind of like a Shazam type story. I'm not very far into reading it. I've only read mostly this one, not the other one. I have like all of the variants and all the stuff on his. This is the program book. It's very similar. And I have to give them credit too. Look at this. Instead of sending tape and stuff, they have their company's little logo, Astonishing Comics, right there. He signs it for you on the program book. This is issue number 2. Right. And on this campaign, you get all sorts of cool little perks, cards and posters and stuff like that. I haven't even cracked into all this stuff yet. But this is what I got. Look at this. So yeah, I got a lot to read. The Art of Andy Smith book. Lots to check out. So I'm very excited about that. I get to do this. I don't know which campaigns you've been backing or want to back. I'd love your feedback. Like if you found one you already got and you love, let me know. I just wanted to go track down. I've got one on order that's already in the mail. I'm going to have it any minute. So that's coming. I thought I would go to check out some of the other stuff going on with Marvel, but I don't know, guys. I'm kind of tired of a lot of it, so I don't even know what to do anymore. And I feel like when I was talking to everybody earlier, we were talking about comics, and I was like, maybe I should just focus on like what to recommend, like just do that instead. So let me just pull up a few things that I know I loved a lot. So here's one to write down. Mike Grell. I'm going to show you photos, guys, so you don't have to remember this, or if you want to write it down. Mike Grell did Longbow Hunters. Longbow Hunters is a mini series that was done back then. Let me share my screen. And I know this is like really, it's rushed and sloppy and things are small. And I know I'm such a great example of all this nonsense, huh? This is Longbow Hunters, issue number 1. Or then in this case, you can get a, excuse me, a trade paperback, issues 1 through 3. This is a very grounded, he fights like regular crime. This is not a supernatural story or anything like that. But I will say, I love the fact that, why is it not showing the right screen. What's going on? It's like it didn't share right. Hold on. What did happen? Why did it not? It's like it's showing the wrong screen. Oh, jeez. For the love of Pete. I'm sorry, folks. Boomering away is what I'm doing. Okay, that's what longbow hunters look like. Mike Grell, you can see right here, Mike Grell, Grell, Mike Grell, longbow hunters, Green Arrow, a very sort of like grounded, real storytelling. It's not, like I said, it's not like, this isn't like superhero stuff like a Batman, Superman even is. They give it a 4 stars. I love this stuff. He actually then took over the miniseries and did his own Green Arrow run, which I had all of that as well. Yeah. You guys still talking about people giving you a shout out, Brandon? Awesome, man. That's great. I'm happy for you, man. I want you to do well. So that's a good recommend as well if you're into quick reads. It's only like 3 issues, so it's like even a trade paperback you can get for a few dollars. If you want nice copies of them, they're not really that expensive. They're very underpriced for what they are. And then of course in the run, Green Arrow 1 will cost you a fair amount of money. I don't know any other issues that are in the run that would be pricey. I think for the most part it's a pretty inexpensive run to look at. It's a cool one to kind of check out. I was showing you the Alex Ross stuff earlier. So I'll stay with DC for 1 second and show Alex Ross did a series called Kingdom Come. I really like that too. He did Marvels. One's called Marvels. One's called Kingdom Come. So you did one of Marvel, one of DC. This is just Wikipedia. Let's just do that one. Hopefully that'll come right up for us. We'll get that, blow that up for you guys so you can see Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come came out in 1996. Oh man, that's tough. Hits me in the gut with that. Woo. Golly, man. That's still cold wrong, man. Bring it up, freaking 1996. I feel so old. So old. I feel even older talking about being old. So yeah, 1996. Painted art, Superman, Shazam stuff. Just beautiful. Really cool art. Set in the future, right? So you have Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. They're older. I love the scene where they're sitting around talking, and because, Batman's pretty decrepit now, and he's a little mad or a little kind of and there's some envy and some tone and bite because old Bats has aged and Soups has not. So I love that dynamic a little bit, and of course Shazam being the one that can really face off and handle himself against Soups. Thought that was pretty good. And Marvels, if I can get Alex, let's see I think it's issue 4. Let's see, Alex Ross, issue 4. I think it's number 4. Nope. It's issue 0. Yep, issue 0. This comic book was huge for me. Let me get a big shirt. Mm-hmm. Moses 4 issues in this issue. I want you to see right here, foot is on the glass. You can see Spidey's toes through the costume. I loved it. It was so real. Oh my God, so cool. Had to have that. I love the Marvels. It's a good series. These are those mini series, short version runs, those kinds of things. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to disappoint Atwood by kind of shutting down here in a few minutes, I think. Let me I want to do one more thing here, I think. Let me turn my camera and stuff off though. I want to get one for you. You wanna? All right. So this is one of my graded books from the shelf. This is Uncanny X-Men 283. As you can see, it's the light. Why does it's so bad with the way it reflects. I don't understand how to make it. There's a little bit better. First full edition of Bishop and stuff like that. But when they slab it, they grade it. See how it's a 9.6. So that means there's this one or two little minor flaws. And what they do is they examine, especially this line right over here, which is usually the stress marks are on this line, because when you read it and you pull your book open, this little edge is what gets messed up. This little edge right over here. And then, of course, this bottom corner gets dinged a lot. So if you have a lot of white on that corner, it'll be a problem. So, yeah. Those are the kind of things you look for when we talk about condition in a comic, those kinds of things. So, trying to find a way to do this to not be so much in the light. This is an okay series. I was never a huge X-Men reader at the time. I've talked about that several times. But I have a huge fondness for the series and its legacy. The cartoon did it the best justice of anything, man. The X-Men 97. Whew, it's great. It's great. So if you have a favorite character or something from that and want to just read stuff that highlights them, I totally understand. Oh, geez, look at that. The freaking cord fell in the front. Why is it like that? Oh, move the camera around too many times. Now it doesn't know what it wants to do. See what happens when it's just impromptu and just making stuff up as I go along? Thanks for hanging out with me, folks. Oh, Atwood, I'm sorry, man. You were going to come back up in here. I'm going to have to let you know I got to go to bed, man. I got to get some rest. I got to eat and get some rest. I wanted to see what you're going to show me, but I got to sleep. So, I don't know. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for the folks that kind of came up in here. That was pretty cool. I really appreciated that. I wanted just to do a couple things. Wanted to see what playing around with it, like if I could just practice doing the stop the camera. I got to get a second camera and then have it in a way where the light's blocked so it's not doing all the glares and stuff like that. That would be the goal. So we'll see. Like I said, you want to have, as a YouTuber, I think you want to have realistic goals and a realistic plan. So my monetization plan is not about, oh, I got to make all this money and quit my job. That's just not even remotely on the scale. But it's like, well, if I can keep focusing on the hours and find content that everybody's enjoying and we enjoy hanging out with each other and I get monetized, then the first phase would be to get another camera. Even if I don't get an expensive one, even if I just get something that it would pay for itself. Because I've just put a lot of money into different things up front. So I just don't really have a bunch of extra money right now to go throw in all this stuff. But I could do a camera. Then I could have more of like a designated camera that's for showing comics and cards and things like that. Because I think doing that stuff or getting more into that is a direction that I would enjoy, and I think people would enjoy it, and we can do different things together. So that's kind of the direction. It's like that first step. And then the idea of doing membership stuff, man, being able to just kind of saying, listen, you're going to partner with me financially and we're going to do this together. You know what I mean? We're going to make good content and continue to grow, get better, do different shows, hopefully continue to be as consistent as I can, and then hopefully get even more consistent, right? So right now it's like every Tuesday and it's like every Wednesday. It's like that's the next step. It's like locking in every Wednesday. And then like maybe Thursday is like the flex day. So that's kind of the general plan of where I want to go. and then we'll kind of go from there. And then I have a lot of the other content I kind of publish on my downtime, so that there's something there for you in case you don't want to sit through a whole stream like this, or you want to just see this little clip or that little clip. There's stuff there that's for people to check out. So that's the general plan with me and what I'm shooting for. And if you were here stopping by, or, thanks again to Project Storytime and Brandon Looney Tune fan, man, you guys are awesome hanging out with me, coming in here and fun stuff sharing, man. It's always fun to see what other folks have and stuff that's important to them and they enjoy doing, because it just really, I think it really helps connect us. So we all realize how much we all share a lot of those kinds of things in one another. So with that, I'm going to send you off with a little Dana Carvey, and you guys have a good night and good week. Make tomorrow better than today. Be blessed. Talk hard.
At least you always know where you stand with Pops. So I like that about him. He's not passive aggressive. He's not sneaky that way. He'll give it to you straight down both barrels.